Your Pleiadian guides have placed this in your timeline because you're ready to master your nervous system. When your nervous system scrambles, when it piles up with resistance, when you feel your whole body just screaming at you, this is a sign you are on the edge of a breakthrough. It is a sign you are walking into a territory that your nervous system is completely unfamiliar with. It is a sign that you are shifting from an old paradigm pattern and you are walking through the doors of an opportunity that is shifting you into a new paradigm pattern. You are moving from the programming of the past, which is familiar and safe to your nervous system, to a new set of choices, one that is defined by a life that you love. But that is unfamiliar. That doesn't feel safe. It doesn't have the nice protective bubble of familiarity around it like the past does. So your nervous system, it screams, it fights back, it scrambles to find some way to get you to stay where it's safe. The trick isn't to fight your nervous system. The trick is to learn how to communicate consciously through your consciousness, through your energy field, through your nervous system, connecting with the part of yourself that does not know if it can exist where you're trying to go. Think of it like this. You're moving out of the old house of lack or limitation or the old programming, whatever it is, and you're moving into a new house. Maybe you might call that a life that you love. When you make that move, every part of you that only knows how to exist in the old paradigm simply doesn't know if it can exist with you when you go to the new place. So it begins to come up with reasons that you should stop, reasons that you should go back, and it will sabotage you on your way if you try to force it. If you try to get rid of it, if you try to heal it, if you try to fix it, it receives a message from you and feels like you're telling that part of yourself that it's not good enough, that it's not worthy, that it doesn't deserve. So what does it do? It goes and lives that out because that's the old paradigm, right? So it lives it out and it creates more circumstances and more reasons and more situations that reinforce that pattern of not being good enough, not being worthy, and it will obliterate your best laid plans. Not because it hates you, not because it's bad, not because it doesn't want you to succeed, but because it knows a fundamental truth. If you are going to succeed, it must come with you, but it doesn't know how to do that because its job description was entirely based in the old paradigm. When you try to go to the new paradigm, it doesn't know if it's still going to have a job. It doesn't know if it's still going to have a reason to live. So it gets a bit scared. When it reaches out to you for help, when it triggers up your nervous system, when it sends you a thought or an emotion, it can only do that from the negative paradigm. So that it comes in as a negative thought or a negative emotion. And you begin to feel that. But because it's a negative thought and a negative emotion, you resist it and you go, oh, this is old paradigm. Let me push that away. Let me get rid of that. Let me try to heal that or fix that or work on it. And the moment you do that, you're telling that part of yourself once again that it's not good enough, it's not worthy, it doesn't deserve, and you got to get rid of it before you can go. You reinforce the very thing it's afraid of, which is greater separation within the self. But it knows the truth. It knows that you cannot go there without it. So it's reaching out. It's putting up its hand saying, hey, I'm here. I see that we're going to a new place. I don't know how to live there, but I know you need me to come with you. I know you need every part of you on board to build the life that you love. So stop leaving any part of yourself behind. Stop dismissing any aspect of your nervous system. What you must do is learn to communicate with every aspect of yourself with perfect love and perfect trust. When that negative thought pattern comes up, find the part of yourself that is inside that structure and say, hey, I love you. I see you. I'm willing to connect with you. I'm right here. Give it a big ol' hug and bring it with you. Gently hold its hand and walk it with you into the life you love and show it that it can, that part of you that is scared, that is stuck in the old paradigm can actually experience the life that you love with you. And to make this really clear, I want you to imagine that the part of yourself that's scared, the part of yourself that triggers the nervous system, the part of yourself that runs the self-sabotage program, it's not bad. It's like a 5-year-old you. It's like a 3-year-old you. It's a little you, a baby you, completely innocent, stuck doing what it has to do to survive. And it's ready. It's like, hey, I want to come, but I'm fucking scared. You wouldn't tell a child that's scared that it needs to fix itself, or that you're going to throw it in the garbage, or you need to get rid of them because they're in the way. You would take a scared child, you would hold them by the hand, find a way to connect with them on their level, and show them that you are safe and that you can help them get to where you're all going together. That's the key. Together. Bringing it all together, bringing it all in. This is not a journey of getting rid of, releasing, healing, and fixing everything like you've been told. This is a journey of allowing every part of you to join you in your heart, to become embodied as the whole and perfect consciousness that you are, and then allow that to be expressed in the creation of a life that you love. Now, for the longest time, I didn't know how to do this. For the longest time, I was stuck healing, fixing, working, scrambling, fighting my nervous system, trying to figure out how the heck I was going to get from where I was to where I wanted to be and how I could get rid of every part of myself that was in the way. But here's what changed everything. It was learning to work with the 13 chakra system, a framework for communicating within my own consciousness, to communicate, to bridge the gap between the part of me that wants to go to the life I love and the part of me that doesn't know how to go there, to get these two aspects of self to communicate, to unify, to come together and move forward together in a unified step into creating a life that I loved. And I've applied this to my business. I've applied this to my personal life, my spiritual growth, my energetic expansion across the board. It doesn't just apply to the woo-woo energy stuff because everything is inherently spiritual. And I've worked with thousands of clients across 6 continents to apply this into their business, to apply this into their personal life and their spiritual growth, all of it. And if you would like support in doing the same, you need to be at the free training that I'm doing this week for cycle breakers. You can find the link in my bio right up here or right down here. But simply stop getting rid of any part of yourself, stop fighting your nervous system, and learn to fucking communicate with yourself with perfect love and perfect trust, because that is where the magic can happen. I'll see you there on the flip side.